Returning to our top story now, the ceasefire extension in Sudan. And joining me to discuss this is Agnes Oswaha, ambassador to Sudan's neighbouring country, South Sudan. Thanks so much for coming in to see us this morning. The ceasefire has been extended for another 72 hours. What are you hearing about how many more evacuations are going to be possible in that time, specifically for British nationals?
Thank you, Sally, for having me here at the studio and also giving a platform for the unfolding crisis in the Republic of the Sudan, which is a dear neighbor and sisterly country for the Republic of South Sudan. So the ceasefire is intended for humanitarian access, which include evacuation of foreign diplomats, as well as to give a chance to civilians who wish to evacuate.
And what is South Sudan's position in this conflict? There have been suggestions that you might be holding peace talks in Juba. Is that going to go ahead?
Yeah, that will be going ahead. So President General Salva Kiir has been mandated by the IGAD to lead the negotiations. And he has been in close contact with the warring parties, especially Chairman Al-Burhan, as well as Deputy Chairman Himeti, who is General Daglo.
And does South Sudan have an affiliation with either side?
As a lead negotiator, the main aspect here is to engage both and to listen to both keenly. So the goal is to return both to the negotiation table and to have the issues of Sudan to be resolved in an amicable manner, without leading to another loss of civilians or creating crisis through Sudan.
Now, we've been focusing a lot this week on the evacuations of foreign nationals.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Sudanese civilians trapped, especially in Khartoum. The fighting's been going on for, nearly 2 weeks now. People are very, very desperate. How bad have things got?
The foreign nationals evacuation, so for instance, our neighbor Kenya has evacuated its nationals. UK has done most of the evacuation and is still ongoing. US has done the evacuation. South Sudan also, we have refugees.
What about the people left behind?
And this is where I'm leading to.
Yeah.
For example, we have refugees who are South Sudanese who reside in the Sudan, and we have the Sudanese citizens. So now they are fleeing. Most of them are fleeing to the neighboring countries.
Yeah, are you seeing a big influx of people across your border into South Sudan?
Over 10,000 already reached Reng, and they're being evacuated to South Sudan.
And can you cope with the numbers of people arriving into South Sudan?
We will be able to do so with the support of the region and the international community, but we're willing to receive them. They are our brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I mean, South Sudan isn't without its own security problems, its own humanitarian issues. Can you cope with this huge influx of refugees?
And that's why I'm asking for help.
Yeah.
So that the development partners in South Sudan to be able to increase their support in order for us to meet the demand for the refugees.
And what are you hearing about Sudanese civilians who are still trapped in Khartoum? Are people starving?
People are starving, and with this ceasefire or the cessation of hostilities, it will give them a chance to get some food and water. However, there are those who are sick. So some of them might already died due to lack of access to medical attention.
How is the healthcare system holding up? I've been hearing that it's on the verge of falling apart.
It is, and that's why we really hope the cessation of hostilities will continue so that the international community could respond.
Are you expecting a huge displacement of people following this conflict?
For us, for us as the government of South Sudan, we are hoping that this situation could be contained as soon as possible and not let it grow and to get out of hand.
Is this going to be the next big refugee crisis, do you think?
This is what we are seeing, but we are hopeful that the two warring parties will be able to pursue peace and to put the interests of the Sudanese population in front of their personal interests.
OK, Agnes Oswaha, Ambassador to the UK from South Sudan. We really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.